Hello everyone and welcome back. In our last video, we went over how to configure Proofpoint Essentials with Office 365. We added Proofpoint Essentials IP addresses and configured a connection between Proofpoint and Office 365. Today, we'll be updating our domain's MX record to point to Proofpoint Essentials. In our demonstration today, we'll be using the domain ics-quickstart.com that is currently hosted within GoDaddy. If you are following along and making these changes within your own domain, please verify your DNS host for your domain. This can be done by going to godaddy.com/whois. From the page that appears, enter your domain name and hit search. Within the information listed, you should see name server. As we have verified that GoDaddy manages our DNS, we'll be making the change from GoDaddy's DNS zone manager. Now let's go ahead and get started with updating our MX record to point inbound email to Proofpoint Essentials. Our first step is to determine the MX record for Proofpoint Essentials. Proofpoint has two MX records which we'll be needing to enter into our DNS host. First one being mx1-us1.ppe-hosted.com. Second one being mx2-us1.ppe-hosted.com. Additionally, while we're updating the MX records to route our email through Proofpoint, we'll want to ensure that we enter the Proofpoint SPF into our SPF record. Now, Proofpoint's SPF record is the following. As we have an SPF record in place, we'll be using the following SPF record, which includes Office 365 SPF record. Now that we have all our information, we'll log into GoDaddy and start making changes to our DNS record. But please note, changing your DNS records in the wrong location can cause unwanted changes, such as your website going down. And to avoid unwanted changes, contact your DNS administrator or verify your DNS host by reviewing your name servers as previously described. Within GoDaddy, we'll first want to navigate over to Manage DNS. We'll locate our current MX record. For our test domain, it will be Office 365 MX record. We'll click Edit as we want to ensure that we have an insurance policy in case Proofpoint Essentials goes down for any reason. We'll want to set our current MX record to priority 100 and then hit Save. Next, we'll want to create our two Proofpoint MX records. We'll click Add and select MX. For the host value, we'll be using the add symbol. Within the points to value, we'll enter our first MX record for a Proofpoint, which is mx1-us1.ppe-hosted.com. Now within the priority, we're going to set this to 0 so that it has the highest priority. And lastly, our TTL will be set to the default of 1 hour. And we're going to go ahead and repeat these steps for the second MX record. However, the priority will be set to 10. This will make it so that Proofpoint MX records are first tied when an email is sent to our domain. If both Proofpoint servers are down, the email will fail over to Office 365. To finish this process, we'll lastly update our SPF record. This record will appear as a TXT record and start with v=SPF1. We'll modify this record to the following. Once the record is entered, we're going to go ahead and hit Save. This will allow emails to pass through the SPF check when coming from Proofpoint or Office 365. But if your organization uses applications to send emails on behalf of your domain, you'll want to ensure that you include the application's SPF record within yours. That concludes our final video. On behalf of Cove Solutions and myself, thanks for listening and watching. Have a great day.